Would you like to hear some nonsense from a reformed 304 and a podcast host? Check this stuff out. Today, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, I bring you the two ladies that are on the Main Character podcast. Now, on the left here, the blue, I believe her name is Nihal, and the woman on the right in the pink is an infamous woman in social media today. Her name is Jocelyn, I believe her name is, and she is the wife of one Akash Singh. Now, him and her have been getting roasted because she revealed on her podcast, by the way, that she was not the saint that she portrayed to be when she married this man, allegedly, okay? Now, Akash Singh, for history purposes, he is an actor, podcaster, and comedian. He is most notable as being a part of the Flagrant podcast with Andrew Schultz. He does have one stand-up, and of course, he has a podcast on YouTube where he does interviews and things like that. And he's been an actor on several shows and movies and things like that. But back to the podcast. Now, you'll see here the Main Character podcast right here. Let me go to it. They have 2K subscribers, but they have, 10 episodes on their podcast here. You see it. And we're going to focus on episode 10, if you will. Now, these women are going to be talking about chivalry and gold digging and what else? Happy life, happy wife, stuff like that. A bunch of gibberish, okay? And can only be told from these two women who are very privileged and just, airheaded, okay? So we're going to get into this, of course, on YouTube, so I'll leave a link to it in the description box. For all of you stop pausing the video ninjas, for all of you talk too much ninjas, all right?
Y'all are trash. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash.
For those of you that are still here, thank you very much for your viewership. And as always, fair use.
So cute. He's like, ho, ho, ho.
And I'm the ho, ho, ho. You know what really annoyed me on social media? That's a side topic.
Yeah.
This girl made a video about how she hates when other women write, I'm just a girl, in order to justify doing things that...
No.
I'm like, that is so dumb. I am just a girl.
Me saying I'm just a girl is because I'm just a girl.
Yes. And it's me not wanting to do something because I'm just a girl.
But it's also because, where the fuck has chivalry gone?
Yeah.
Now, here's the chivalry thing here, right? Now, again, you can tell from the way these women are talking, they are complete airheads, all right? The space between their brain is full of girl math and princess treatment and things of that nature, okay? So anything else outside of that is it's like hearing Charlie Brown. That's when in reality, when they talk, this is exactly what they sound like. I mean, I don't hear anything else that's of any real consequence or any facts or anything like that. All right, so just so you know, let's continue on.
Where has chivalry gone? Why do these men who make $60,000 a year talking about gold diggers, you don't have any gold to dig. You don't have to worry. You don't even have to worry about it. It's
Now, these two women are saying this from a position of, I would say again, privilege, if you will. And I use that term very loosely, okay? But these women are, well, I could say her, for example, Miss Jocelyn here. She's married to Akash. He makes a lot of money. He spoils her, of course. They're married. He makes more than $60,000 a year, obviously. But the man that makes $60,000 a year also is going to attract a woman she works at McDonald's, okay? He's going to attract a woman as well because his $60,000 is more than some woman out there. So to bash men that don't make as much as your husband does or more than a man that you would qualify as high value or whatever you want to call it, right? This is where most men have a problem because you're saying this from a high position. You're looking low at the other men that don't make as much as your husband makes. So you're like, oh, well, you make $60,000 a year. Well, you're not gold digging.
Yeah, bitch.
Bitch. How you talking about gold digging? You don't have $60,000.
Yeah, bitch.
I mean, listen. To your husband, and another woman comes in, she's probably gold digging. To a $60,000 man that makes $60,000, there's a woman that's gonna come in and try to take his money too because she works at McDonald's. She works at a call center job and she's scared that AI is going to take over her stuff. So she's looking for any man right now. And she'll just, of course, hypergamy, things like that. She'll just move up from there. But made no mistake, $60,000 to a woman that ain't got shit is still a lot of money. So yeah, you bashing these men. Stop it.
Bro, we're not even talking about you, because the guys that are actually in the 1% tax bracket, they want to do like the things that my husband and Nav are doing. They want to take care of women. They don't want us to be stressed. They want to be in our they want us to be in our divine feminine energy. I saw this amazing TikTok. I wish I could remember who posted it because he DM'd me, but whatever. It said that investing in your wife is the biggest ROI that you'll ever have. Investing in your wife is not a financial burden, because in Eastern physics, this is both in Chinese and like Indian physics and spirituality, like
Boy, here we go.
Okay, here we go. This spiritual, this is the type of stuff that they use to justify nonsense. I'm sorry, wrong one. Justify nonsense.
Nick, you're stupid.
It's in Chinese and Indian spirituality and blah blah. We're not talking about now. We're talking about the United States of America, where you live. Okay, lady. Second of all, investing in your woman is the highest ROI. No. Now, made no mistake. A man that makes a lot of money, he's married. Of course, he wants to take care of his woman because he can. All right. It's not that he's trying to make her happy. Well, yeah, he's trying to make her happy, but again, this is not considered an investment. He's her husband, and she might be a homemaker or whatever. I don't know, but he's going to do that because he can. So, I mean, he's not quote unquote investing. He's doing what husbands do. All right. And hopefully she's worth it for him to be able to do that. Okay. Now, what you're doing, you're trying to justify, women out there getting this, again, princess treatment without just because he's a man. That's what you're trying to say. Well, he should just do it because he's a wife. I'm sorry, because he's a husband, because he's a boyfriend, because he's putting salami in you that, well, you deserve this kind of, that's where this comes from. This I deserve kind of stuff. That's where this is coming from.
According to Hinduism and everything else, investing in your wife is like investing in Lakshmi. And that's like what my mother-in-law always says, because when you treat your wife like a princess or a queen, you spoil her, you give her stuff, you just let her be able to relax, she gets into this divine feminine energy, this divine feminine aura.
No, they get into divine feminine energy because the man's got money, all right? Where is it? Because he's got money. It ain't got nothing to do with him spoiling her or her like transforming.
If a man want to know how to meet a nice woman, how you meet her?
With this.
Because again, this is you're either a woman or you're not, right? Just like you're either a man or you're not, okay? So and I get it, we're in the monetized dating, blah, blah, so I get it. Women are going to become more feminine if she's taken care of, if she doesn't have to do anything. But she should already be that before the bread comes in. That's something that we're not going to be able to change today. Women are going to monetize their femininity. That's what they're doing. To the man that's got money, she's feminine. To the man that doesn't have money, she's an a-hole, right? To the guy that's got six-pack abs, got all the sixes, she'll melt for him, right? And she'll love him to flirt with her. But for the ugly guy, it's SA, right? That's what it is. I mean, we're not going to change that.
In return, she starts taking care of you in a much better way. She's so emotionally supportive of you, because women are so strong in their EQ and how they can take care of men and like really comfort them on this level that they, really haven't gotten since they were with their moms.
Again, more immeasurable stuff in their EQ. What the hell is that anyway? They can know how to take care of a man, blah blah. And, more stuff that you can't measure. She's supportive. She can turn the house into a home, blah, blah. Men can't do that. Like, we can't support ourselves and be driven and have ambition on our own. Like, the woman just adds that. No, to the right man, she will be supportive of him, no doubt. But it's not for free.
And not mothering them, but just like giving them that emotional support. And that energy gets rewarded in the universe. It starts coming back to you. And I can say I'm like a case in point example. Like, even before my husband really started making money, he always would find little ways to spoil me, even if it didn't cost that much in the beginning. And now, like, we've gone from like him buying me like AirPods or like Nike shoes to now like, spending so much money at Miu Miu or Cartier or whatever. And I'm not saying that to be braggy. I'm saying that I've seen this principle like really, really work. And I truly believe that like a man that takes care of his wife is like blessed by the universe.
And another thing that I don't agree with online being said about this topic is I truly believe in happy wife, happy life. And somebody was like, that's a horrible way to like phrase whatever. I had a conversation with my husband this weekend, and he literally says, always your happiness comes first. And he's like, your happiness comes first, because that's the one thing in a relationship that I don't have to stress about. And so when I'm happy and I'm good, our relationship is good, and then everything in the world is right. So if my mood is off, it bothers him. It bothers him.
Now, have any of these women talked about how they make their husband happy?
Nope.
Has any of these women talked about how because this man makes you feel so secure and he's able to spoil you with the princess treatment, do you spoil him with king treatment? Do you give him duck six without him having to ask? You know, can he drop your unmentionables without having to time it or schedule it? Okay. Does he get home cooked meals every night? Does he? I would say the answer is
Nope.
okay.
Work. It bothers what he gets along with his family. It bothers every part of him.
Because he's a real man that is a real provider.
Real man.
That, like, I keep bringing up spirituality into this, but I feel like that's what God-fearing
Feel
men
like-
do, like true alphas. And so, like, when I was
Here we go. Here we go. The alpha. Where is it? The alpha. Yeah. Okay. We're talking about alphas now. All right. Well, true alphas do X, Y, Z. Again, they put the goalpost wherever they want it to achieve their goal in the conversation. Well, true alphas do this. All right. Or real men do this. You know, they take care of this. They pay for this. They do this. X, Y, Z. Their mother, their girlfriend, their wife, blah, blah. Again, how many women is there in the world? All right, just think about it. Just Google it. How many women are there on the planet Earth? All right, and I say this all the time. That is how many versions of a real man there is in society, because they all have their own version of it. They all want to make the definition of a real man. They don't let us make the definition of what a real man is because, yeah.
training my dog, this is no joke. I read this dog training book, and it says in the book, like, the true alpha of the pack is not the dog that barks all the time, is super defensive, insecure. Like, those are the red pill guys. The true alpha
Okay, so they're gonna. We're being compared to canines now. Let's go.
of the pack is the calm one.
The quiet.
The quiet, the like leads with dignity and this like stature and this grace. And let's face it, men are like dogs, like, you know, so it's like,
Yeah.
the analogy fits.
If the shoe fits.
It's if the shoe fits, wear it. So
Pavlov, thank you.
Pavlov. No, so I was gonna say the same thing about Akash. Like, I think the happy wife, happy life is more just like women are so in tune with their emotions. We go through like week over week fluctuation. So one, we can't always be on it every week, like how men can. And number two, it's like we give them like this kind of comfort and emotional support and stability that they wouldn't be able to get otherwise. You know what I mean? It's like how they say, like, behind every great man, what do they say?
Behind every great man is a successful woman.
No, behind every successful man
Is a woman.
Wait, what is it?
What's it say? Is a great woman.
Oh.
That was the
Look at
anticlimactic.
that. Is it successful? No, I think, okay. Anyways, we should talk.
Boy, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry I had to go through that. All right. I think I lost a few brain cells just listening to them cackling and laughing. This corny laugh they have and all this spirituality and things like that is yeah. I need a drink and probably ibuprofen. But yeah, y'all see it, right? More foolishness coming from the Reform 304 and the other woman that probably has less brain cells than she does. Happy wife, happy life. Men are compared to dogs. Real men do this, and yeah. With that being said, thank you for tuning in another episode of the Working Man Podcast. I am your host, Nicholas J. Fury. Let me know what you think about all this nonsense talk that you will probably continue to hear on this podcast down in the comment section. And please. Oh, by the way, she's just skipped over the whole thing about her husband that's been brewing for the last, I don't know, like 2 weeks I've seen on YouTube and on social media. I think she's addressed it once low key, but she's never going to approach it directly because, I mean, yeah. Let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. We're out of the door, and I'll see you on the next video.